Good evening, happy Saturday. My name's Ben. This is my indie devlog, and this is my beer. Cheers. I realise as I sit here in my dark corner with my turtleneck on my dark chair that I look a bit like a Bond villain, but that's because the lights have gone out. I don't normally wear turtlenecks. I bought this jumper by mistake, not realising it was a turtleneck, but actually it keeps me fairly warm in the conservatory, so it's a keeper, and I'll get used to it. Um, Feels a bit weird doing a video actually, considering what's going on in Ukraine at the moment. It's pretty weird, isn't it? It's not nice at all, and I feel really frigging useless. And it's a shame that I feel like our government isn't really doing much to help out. Um, yeah, so I feel really bad for the guys. Like, I mean, what can we do as individuals? It's really weird. Um, and what a luxury to be sort of sat at home, having a beer, talking to a camera, making a game. I can't imagine what that would be like to be running around, leaving your family behind, fearing your life, just to maintain a life where that you bloody weird. Anyway, sorry, I'm probably let's get on with the video. Let's let me get the game up. I'm hoping this might be a bit of a distraction. I've been watching a lot of news recently, and none of it's good, is it? Obviously. So my game, where are we? I've not spoken about it for a couple of weeks, but things have changed a little bit since we last spoke. I have once again had to change my plan because things at home have changed a little bit, and I won't bore you with those details. But it does mean that I won't be going to a publisher anytime soon, and for good reasons. Which isn't a bad thing, because actually, I was talking to my mentor, and he was saying that having more of the game actually gives you a bit of a better, gives you the option to negotiate with publishers, because you're asking for less money, you've got more of the game complete, and it's just a bit of an easier deal. So that's not so bad. I guess in my mind it has knocked me off my rails a little bit because I was planning for something and it hasn't happened, but that's fine. That's life. Just got to keep rolling. I will get the game done, perhaps not as quickly as I would have liked or was thinking, but then again, I've gotten this far in a year, so, and I've learnt a lot. I can take all that, and what I'm about to show you is a couple of days worth of dev. So I was expecting it to take longer, which is good. So I'm obviously learning more, and that will hopefully progress the game quicker than I guess I had originally envisaged. So I will launch the game and show you what I've been up to. And while that's launching, let's have a quick beer. Right, so imagine you're on the mothership. This isn't stylized or anything at the moment. It's just placeholder art and everything, just to see how the mechanics work. So imagine you're on the mothership. This is one of your first trials, and you've picked up an alien device, and you need to work out what its power is. So there's a platform, and you can fall off the platform either side. There's these boxes that you can knock over. There's this weird ship brick thing, and there's a blue door. Okay, so then you're going to press the button on the alien device, and it's going to do this. And if you can't tell what's going on, it's rewinding everything that's just happened. There we go, all the bricks, and we're back at the beginning. But not only have we started back at the beginning, we've got this ghost figure, and this ghost figure is about to play out everything that we just did. There you go. But the ghost figure has the ability to interact with items in his ghost world that we don't now on our new timeline. So I don't know if you noticed that, but when he went over that concrete block, Look, we go over it, the blue door's shut, but when that ghost figure goes over it, clearly I was stood there for a while at the beginning of the game. Go. Go, man, go. Shoo. Yeah, this is the thing, so it's recording in real time, so they can play it back. There we go, off he goes. So when he goes to that concrete thing, the ghost can interact with it, and that triggers the door. So now real me, or bollocks, he's gone off it. Or current me can go through that door if I'd been quick enough, and then I can rewind and go back to the beginning. And when I do, you already saw, like it spawns another ghost off the actions that I've just done now. So now I've got two timelines, or two ghosts playing two different timelines, and both able to interact with items in the real world. And all my collisions are a little bit screwed at the moment, so as I say, this is just like prototyping the mechanic. It's not. There we go. Go, 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 go. Right, so now I'm on the other side, and that other ghost dude. Look, that was me from the past coming to that door once I realised he had closed it on me. But this is going to be the mechanic, right? And then there's going to be more to do. I'm just working out the basics at the moment, just playing with the basics. So the puzzles will, you'll have to reset your, go to a certain place, do a certain thing, rewind back to the beginning, spawn a new you in the current time, reset yourself in the current time, and spawn an old you. That loops on that cycle. As we can see here, these two guys are doing the same cycle from before. It's really hard mechanic to sort of translate so that people get it. Like with Portal, it's a really nice mechanic to present, because you can shoot a little video of, like, boom, an orange portal, a blue portal, walk through the orange portal, come out the blue portal, and visually you can get it. You can go, I see what the puzzle mechanic is. I haven't quite translated this mechanic to the same degree at the moment, so I need to really, really work that out. The other aspects that I'm going to add to this as well is you'll find alien devices that enable you to do different things. So, like, turn off gravity. So then you can have, if you pick up the gravity device, you'll be able to flip the gravity, end up on the ceiling, hit an item or a button that you couldn't before, reset, and now your ghost thing's going to go up there, he's going to hit a button here, you'll be able to go through whatever. So that's another mechanic. I think pausing time or slowing time down as well will be another ability. And yeah, I'm sure there was one more that I wanted to add, but it slips my mind at the moment. Anyway, like, I'm still trying to get this mechanic looking and working better than what it is. But I think you get the idea, or hopefully you get the idea. Let me know in the comments if you do, because this is really hard to. I've found it really hard to explain to people because I keep sort of stumbling on my words. I called it a ghost once, and then the new timeline. You repeat yourself, you replay. It is like a replay, but the replay actually interacts with the current timeline. That's probably an easier way of explaining it. And on your current timeline, there are certain events or certain triggers that the ghost replay can only interact with. So I need to think about how to translate this to the game. That's the puzzle element anyway. So this is all going to be going on in the mothership. They're going to be testing you to see how you solve these puzzles, and you can notice there's a countdown timer at the top there. Basically, you're going to keep failing because you need to get a perfect run, and you'll only get the perfect run once you've got all your timelines set up, and you've got those ghosts doing certain things to unlock doors and traps and whatever, so you can run through and progress the story. This will all be happening, as I say, on the motherships, but I do want to introduce this to the island as well, so that you can go back to the island and access items that you couldn't before, because now you can flip gravity and slow things down. So I think it's an interesting mechanic. I don't think I've had a look around it and I haven't seen it being done before, not to this degree. Obviously, you got things like Prince of Persia: Sand of Times, which had the ability to rewind time so that you could, stop and then carry on from where you was just about to mess up and carry on. But I don't think I've seen, I haven't seen a game where, like, you essentially restart at the beginning and your current or your past attempts plays out in front of you and interacts with the current timeline. So yeah, I'm hoping it's a unique puzzle. I'm hoping I can translate it quite quickly and easily on screen in trailers and whatnot, so people get it and get excited about it. And I've also started, so that's chapter 2. This is chapter 2 at the moment. Very, very early, obviously. But I've also started thinking about chapter 3 in more detail and the decision tree, choose your own adventure type of mechanic. And I'm in the process of writing up some scenarios for you to choose your own adventure and essentially sort of boil down to two endings. That's what I'm thinking. So it's been a good couple of weeks. I've not pushed it too hard. As I say, I've been busy with other things. There's a lot of things going on in and around home at the moment. But it's nice to be able to show you some progression. Because, for the guys that have already bought the game, I'm still not going to be doing the early access because early access involves money, which again puts publishers off. But I do think for the guys that have got the game already, I should be able to push new updates to it, and you guys will get it, which is cool. That I feel good about that because that means like you can get some features before anybody else, and it's nice that you've put some money forward for that early access, and you're going to get some benefits for it. And I think that is pretty much it for now. I probably won't do a devlog next week, maybe the week after, where I'm hoping this is a little bit more polished. As I say, this is just prototype. This is dicking around, trying things, and hopefully next time, it's a bit more streamlined. Be good to know though, does the concept make sense from what I've explained in my mumbling way? Do you get it? Like, let me know in the comments because I'd really like to know actually. Again, one of these things where in my mind it makes sense because I get it because I come up with the idea, but does it translate? Let me show you something else just before I go. Actually, I found this. I'd forgotten I'd done this. I think I showed my prototype, really early prototype, on my last video. But what I'd forgotten is I'd actually taken that prototype a step further and done some more in a 2D game. Come on. Yeah, and there's a whole story. We'll skip through the story, but basically you're a mad scientist who's developed a teleportation device. And you're testing out your teleportation device, but it's all gone a bit tits up. Your family gets teleported and a load of items. What have you done? And your little robot, your little drone things, basically lost them. So then you go to this terminal and you can pick some locations to teleport to. Here we go. Right, and this might actually translate better or show you what the concept is. So I've moved that box down here, I'm jumping around, I can get these things. You see I've collected them, but there's still those little white dots. Press spacebar and I'll reset. And there's my ghost from before, doing his thing, moving bits around. Oh, I've interfered with what he was doing. But you can see he's collected those white dots. Oh yeah, the white dots activate the portal, that was it. And I actually got quite far with this game. I don't know why I gave up on it. I'm trying to remember what... Ah, fuck, yeah, there's a mine down there. That's cool though, that's the whole point. This actually is like, you have to commit suicide. So that ghost killed that bomb. Killed that bomb. Now my third lifeline. Go on, you guys need to jump down there. There we go. Yeah. Didn't want to. Yeah, so it gets a bit tricky. And you have all these ghosts that are doing stuff for you. Oh, bollocks, wanted that box. Bring that box down. One of these timelines does it. Here it goes. So now there's more and more ghosts. Actually, and I can skip. I can move that along. There we go. This is it, because you need to get over here. You can only tap these like that. See, I wouldn't be able to do that in the current timeline. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Hopefully this gives you an idea of the sort of the mechanic. There we go. I'm going to reset that now, just so that we can crack on. But I need to jump through that portal to get out of here. And I can only do that once I've collected all these white orby things that are flashing. There you go. Yeah, okay, it gets a little bit messy. But you can see that ghost is there. He's on the box that is now not in there. Ooh. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, that's the mechanic. Hopefully that gives you a bit more of a better understanding. Do that in 3D. Oh, have I got the items? Yeah, there we go. Look, gravity. All the particles floating up. I like that. And you'll see that ghost in a minute shoot up. There he goes. What else did I have? Here, pause time. Reset. Didn't mean to do that actually. But yeah, that's the idea. Yeah, pause time, slow down time. That'd be good. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and please, yeah, actually, for what I will say this. I don't normally do, but yeah, please do leave a comment actually about the mechanic. I'll be interested to know what you think. Whether you think it's interesting, whether or not you get it, whether or not you think there's something I could do to make it a little bit easier to understand. Anything you've got, be happy to hear. Cheers, guys. Happy Saturday. And may our brothers and sisters in the Ukraine be successful. And yeah, all the best. Cheers, guys.